Okay, so now let's look at what this study does reveal about specific individual strategies, what the most successful agents are doing versus what those are others are doing who are considered poor. And so what you'll see here is not all marketing is created equal. You could use one method, get one way, get one result, but if you used another marketing method, you're going to way outproduce what those who are using an inferior marketing method are doing. And so that's why you want to pay attention to not just being busy, doing busy work, but what is the marketing methods that you're using? What is the things that you are doing that are going to give you the biggest bang for your buck, as it were, either in finances or in time. But as we all know, time is money. So first of all is email marketing. So rich real estate agents aggressively use email marketing. In fact, they touch their clients more frequently through email marketing than less successful ways. Many of them send automated listings, and they are 54 more likely to use email newsletters and drip marketing campaigns. Now, as you can see here, here's the little graph, and it points out what these different marketing methods. So this first column here, as you can see, it's Facebook, and so Facebook, and we'll look at this here in just a moment. Both rich and poor real estate agents use that, but then you look at YouTube, and rich agents way outshine what the poor agents are doing. That's the one that seems to have one of the biggest bang for your buck, as it were, according to this graph. So let's continue here. So rich real estate agents are aggressive in using broadcast forms of social media to attract clients. What is broadcast social media? Any form of social media which allows a real estate agent or real estate professional to communicate in a broadcast format, which opens the internet, unlike Facebook, which is only visible to your friends. So YouTube would be considered in that as well. So what forms of social media are rich agents using? So first of all is YouTube and online videos. We are surprised by this one, as online video has always seemed challenging and time-consuming from a production and editing standpoint. But rich agents are actively posting videos on YouTube, 78% more than poor agents. So as you can see, the need for that. Blogging. Rich real estate agents are active bloggers for search engine optimization and building a content library as a net for prospective buyers and sellers. Rich agents use WordPress 52% of the time and Blogger 26% of the time as the most popular blogging sites. Rich real estate agents seem to have a presence on multi-blogging platforms. And then we got Twitter and LinkedIn. Rich real estate agents tend to use microblogging platforms, Twitter, and the business networking site LinkedIn more actively than poor real estate agents to broadcast their message to generate business referrals. Rich agents spend 10 times more on marketing and advertising of their business. That may be the most shocking number of all. Rich real estate agents spend $5,000 to $10,000 a year on marketing, while poor agents spend only $500 to $1,000 a year. Again, rich agents spend more in 2 weeks than poor real estate agents spend all year on marketing. So Tony Kelso, who we were pointing out earlier, this is outside of the book. This is just additional commentary. Okay, so he's spending about 10% of his income to generate so he spent $10,000 roughly to make $100,000. Okay, now a real estate agent who may have some experience, who might have been in the industry for a while, who might already have a network, he's been in the business long enough, networking long enough to where he doesn't have to spend $10,000. He should spend $10,000, but he doesn't have to. So that might be why this number is between $5,000 to $10,000. Tony Kelsey, that we spoke of earlier, though, he was brand new in the business and started investing into his spending investing into his real estate profession, and then within 5 months he started closing deals on that. So that's why that's why the variable for the different numbers here. If you've been in for some time, sure, you might be able to get away with $5,000, but if you're brand new, we're going to have to find some ways to invest $10,000 a year into advertising. But one of the things that we're going to look at, instead of you spending your own money in advertising, we're going to look at how we can partner with already existing businesses who have already spent money in advertising, and you can use that money that they use to get their clients, and you can use those clients to build your real estate practice. Okay, so how are rich real estate agents spending their marketing dollars? Part of it, they're hiring an assistant. Top performers leverage their time. 26% of real estate agents use an assistant or agency to help them with their marketing, driving traffic to capture their pages to their capture page, while only and that would be like a ClickFunnels or something like that. ClickFunnels is where you do it on your own, or you can partner up with a company, and you can even partner up with us where we do work as a collaboration as a team. Now let's continue here. While only 11% of poor agents use an assistant, some of these top performers don't know SEO from NBC, but they realize the value of their time and the importance of hiring experts. So I'm kind of stumbling around here on some of their wordages. This text here was taken directly from the study. I didn't write this part, so some of their writing is a little funky for the way I do things. So now let's look at internet marketing. And that's an obvious one, but there's still a lot of agents that refuse to get on the internet, and some who have built up that big network can still be successful with or without the internet. So rich real estate agents prioritize internet marketing and lead generation in general. 2.75 times more rich real estate agents buy traffic to their website from sites like Google, Facebook, and YouTube than poor agents. 2.3 times as many rich real estate agents buy internet ads. Rich real estate agents realize that this investment in their business is likely to pay off because they have a system like ClickFunnels, Go High Level, and CRM lead management systems in place to convert their investment into business. Local newspapers and local publications. Guess what? Rich real estate agents still advertise in local newspapers. Hard to believe given all the bad news in the newspaper business. But if a home buyer or seller is looking for information in the local newspaper, the rich real estate agent is going to be advertising there. Door knocking and cold calling. Rich real estate agents don't have time to cold call and door knocking. They leave that to poor real estate agents who are more likely to hit the streets or the office phones to open up a book of business. Rich real estate agents tend to pay for marketing since they have the resources. So even if you do not have the resources for that $100,000, we're going to look at how to raise capital to invest into advertising, but you either have time or money. Rich real estate agents use their money to convert that business, and poor agents use the resources that they have, but we can use that time to leverage somebody else's resources, and we'll get into that as we go throughout this book. When asked what is the most effective marketing or advertising that you do, rich real estate agents answered, number 1, personal referrals and word of mouth. There are 150 ways to get referrals when most companies only know 1 or 2 of them. Blogging comes in as number 2, and number 3, professional referrals and business networking. So 2 of the top 3 things are from networking and getting referrals, but basically blogging is a source of referrals as well, because you're getting referrals from Google and getting referrals from the search engines. But we're going to talk about some of those 150 ways to generate referrals, and there's one of them that is way more powerful than any others. It's a way even that Bill Gates made his first $10 million is through this word of mouth referral method. So now let's look at what does not seem to matter. When we looked at the data, what separates rich real estate agents from poor agents? Technology, broadcast social media, email newsletters, and YouTube videos. YouTube video marketing sticks out. In contrast, what did not stick out is that could be that every agent is using them. Some could be using them well, while others are using them poorly. The survey could not tell the difference. So basically what they're saying is there's some strategies that both the poor agents are using and strategies that the rich real estate agents are using. So it's not doing anything to make them stick out and be a superior agent. Okay. And one of those things, as we showed you just a minute ago, is Facebook. So 90% of real estate agents are using Facebook. That's good. And they always tell you, you can find this all over the internet. There's agents that point that out. Marketing companies, 90% of real estate agents use Facebook. That's great. But are they using that effectively? That's the difference. There could be a whole survey on the best ways to use Facebook, which may include paid traffic, but survey does not show that Facebook does not sell more houses for rich real estate agents versus poor agents. So I would still use it if it's part of your, you got to focus on only a couple of things. But since it doesn't seem to matter, we would rather see you use some of these other marketing strategies before you start using Facebook. Home listings. So home listing sites, when asked, do you advertise or use the following real estate websites to market your business? We saw that there was no discernible difference between rich real estate agents and poor real estate agents in the usage of these sites. This may be compared to review sites like Yelp for small businesses. So there's sites like Trilio and, all those type of sites, right? Like that. Okay. And those everybody's on there. It doesn't really seem to matter that much. Then there is direct mail. Now, direct mail, over 60% of respondents use direct mail to market their business. That's the same percentage of respondents using Zillow, Realtor, and Trilio. Perhaps people still open the mail and hire real estate agents based upon a refrigerator magnet. More poor real estate agents use direct mail than using advantage websites like sales funnels or auto sales closing systems, because the real estate industry as a whole have been slow to change behaviors. The same is true for small business owners. They have been slow to adapt to business and economic changes. Okay, so now it says that a lot of people are using direct mail, but the thing that understanding sales copy and understanding how to sell through printed media and video media is the thing. Even if you are using some of those let's look at the Facebook thing. If everybody's using the exact same message on those platforms, you're only going to get the same type of results. So if you want to get out of that, if you want to produce better results than what everybody else is doing, then you're going to need to use advanced marketing strategies, which is now what we're going to start getting into.